Hello, everyone. If you stepped in here, then that means I should consider you either a graduate student who graduated recently and want to start their career in a looker, or you might be some associate or the software engineer who wants to build up their knowledge in the other technology and really looking for a change. So I'm Lata, and I'm consultant and being in this industry for a long time by now. So today I'm going to discuss a few things about the Looker, what it does, how it is different than the other tool. So let's get started. So today I'm going to walk through a few things. The introduction followed by the features, what the Looker is and what it makes it real special, and how it is how the looker goes behind the business intelligence and its taxonomy. Okay, so here's the introduction part. Well, the looker has been created in the year, it's developed in the year 2012, and slowly it got acquired by the Google in the year 2019, and it's like now a part of the Google cloud platform. Okay, so the looker are, though it is a very new to the market, it after acquiring by the Google, it's really it's growing every day, and it is showing a really a very good market. Well, on the other hand, if you see the technology, I mean the tool, the Looker, it's a browser-based platform, BI platform. It is very simple to use. It's a very easy to choose and customize and create a variety of the interactive visualization. Okay, providing a variety of graphs and charts to choose from. So here are the few of the features I really love to have them. I mean, I really love to see in the Looker. So the first one is it's connected to the any SQL database or any similar data warehouse. It provides the LookML syntax for the query optimization. So the LookML syntax is a LookML is a language for the Looker. So if you're not familiar with the SQL, there is no issues. You can easily able to learn the LookML syntax too. That is very easy to learn, and even if you have the knowledge in the SQL, that is going to be added advantage because it's quite similar to the SQL language too. So the next feature is it's created real-time visualization available on all the devices. So if you, it's unlike any other BI tools where you design separately for the tablet, for the iPhone, for the Android. Well, the Looker basic advantage is the simply drag and drop to the create file, creating the dashboard, and it is easily accessible in all the devices, either web or mobile devices. And it's provide the capability to export the visualization for collaboration with the others too. Okay, so here are the few top 10 BI tools I have collected from the internet source as on 2020. So while looking onto this graph by the time and the scalable, the looker curve is really doing very top. It's also crossed the Tableau and many other business tools in the market. So that's a very good sign for any of the consultant to learn the looker. Okay, so what exactly the looker and what makes it special is it can collect the data from the different data source, from the Excel flat files, or it can collect the data from the transactional database. It can collect the data from the big data, or from the social media like YouTube, Facebook, Twitter. It's contain a lot of unpolished data. Everything it can collect it. Okay, and it can make data prepare data prepared by the cloud, data preparation and all those things, and it can load and store the filterized data into a really cloud SQL, big SQL, or like cloud spanner. I just picked only few of the data loads, but it really deals with tons and tons of the data. So there is no issues with any data limitation over here. What makes the Looker to go behind any other business tool is that, as you like, Looker obviously can deliver a modern BI, like JavaScript or visualization dashboards, reports, whatever you need in the browser. But it can go further than that. That is like, it can also integrate the insight, okay? Insight into all the tools that the people are really using, and we know that means it is a huge difference that that adoption, because if you force the people to come out of the tool that are they using and learn a new tool, then it's a big barrier entry. So instead, look for Looker to make a meaningful data that can answer the question and push it into the place that they are really working, that makes a lot easier for them to adopt and ask the follow-up questions. So the Looker is all about the embedding those insights into what people are really using. It also drives the workflows. Data driven, so it save time and money by automating a business process without any human interface, by putting the data to work in every part of the business. And finally, it can build the custom application. So in a Looker, one of the important thing is like, the Looker can build a whole custom application on top of the Looker analytic platform. So the Looker has what we like to call it as 110% API coverage. So you can do everything you can do in a general UI through API, and you can do even more than that. Okay, so we also allow you to embed the Looker or using the JavaScript or iframes, so it allows you to build a completely bespoke user experience where the user don't have to worry about what the underlying data is all about and where it is coming, how how it knows the version control or not. But so that everything has been taken care by the Looker, and the Looker is just delivering the data that you need into the place. Okay, so you have a really amazing experience while you will have a really amazing experience while creating the things in the Looker though. So this is a little bit about Looker, and here is an taxonomy, the different classification of the Looker. What exactly is it? So for anything in a Looker, it starts with a LookML project. So this is a high level unit of the analysis in the Looker ML. LookML is a actually is a project. Okay, it contains basically three container: one module, views, and LookML dashboards. So we use this project to organize your analysis project at the high level and manage the DB connections and permissions and everything over here. The project is also linked to the Git repository. So by default, every developer using a Looker is assigned to the branch for every project. So this allows the LookML to be collaborated with the version control. Okay. The purpose of this model, the first container, is to organize your analysis on the basis of business need. It's a completely, it's involved. I mean, it will analysis on the business need and the people with the different needs. Okay, for example, based on their roles and the job title, They should use a different models or using the same models, it's up to them. Okay, so the model is a composed of the explorer and the joins, which allows you to label and joins the view. Okay, here is the second container view. The view is a construction constructed from the tables within the database you are connected to, or or for different tables composed of various joins from multiple tables. So since nearly all these analyticals involves aggregation, each view so contains dimension, measures, and the field sets. Okay, that represent a column. I mean, the basically these dimensions are that represent the column which the SQL statement group by is applied to. So don't worry if you are not familiar with the group with a SQL, or like if you are new to the Looker. In forthcoming sessions, I'm gonna explain you everything in detail. Okay, so the final container is a LookML dashboard. Dashboard is a collection of the visualizations, which is a very important for any organization to make the decision on their businesses. So here is the glimpse on how the LookML, okay, will look like. As I mentioned in the this is a project, is a high level unit of analysis where we can give the connections to a certain projects. Okay, so if you see on my left hand side here, you can see the ad where we by clicking on this add button, you can create different models, different views, and so on. So this is the view. Here we can create our dimensions, and this is a simple syntax. If you see, the dimension is ID, the primary key is true, so it is a primary key, the type is integer. This is how the dimension will look like. And here there is another example for the measure. So measure is count, type is count, and drill down in detail level. Okay. And this is like basically a report. Okay, in a Looker, what we call the report is look. Okay, so whenever you create any report, make sure your development mode is on. So once after creating the reports or or creating the LookML or reports or a dashboard, make it sure you turn this off so that you don't allow the end user to work on any of the syntax and make the changes on their own. By keeping this development mode on, as we already saw in the previous slide, where we have created where it has already created a dimensions and the measures in the view, those are appearing on your left hand side. By simply dragging and dropping in this place in the result set, you will get all the results in a tabular format. Okay, and simultaneously you can view this while clicking on this visualization button. See, once after clicking on the visualization, you will see the n number of visualization over here. So just one click away and your graph is ready. Okay, this is how simple to create a visualization stuff. Here is the brief, the screen. It's a sample one to show how the dashboard looks like in a Looker. These are the different tiles what the users can create, and here there is a report over here, and these are the various visualization. So what are the different things are containing here, those are called tiles. So as of now, don't go much detail into it. I'm just giving a glance to the look how it really looks in a Looker. and it is a very attractive too. So here, these are the small things about the looker. I hope you like this video, and do share. And if you have any comments, please you can mail to us in a traininglooker@gmail.com. I'll be glad to answer your questions if you have any. If anyone is interested, I can provide you an